When your families use the new family sign-up link, this is the first screen they'll see. It will display your school name and address and phone number in order to prevent people from trying to register for the wrong location. Once they enter their email address and click Go, they'll receive a confirmation number to that email address. They will need this confirmation number in order to access your registration form. When they enter the registration form, the top section will be demographic information, the name, gender, date of birth, address, and phone number. And they'll begin creating the primary payer on this account. They can enter the gender and the date of birth. And they can also add an image. They can use an avatar, or they can use the camera icon to import something from their own computer or a flash drive. And then they'll enter their address. Similar to ProCare, they'll let you know if this is physical or mailing or both. And then they can enter phone numbers. You can enter multiple phone numbers in here. However, you'll only be able to choose one of each type of phone number that you have set up in ProCare. If they choose cell phone, they'll get an additional box that will ask them who their cell carrier is to be able to set up on the text messaging network. At the bottom of the screen, they'll come to the account questions. Anything that's required would have an asterisk. We did not make the account level questions required, so they don't have an asterisk on this screen. When they save and go to step 2, they'll be in the children info step. In the child screen, the only fields that are here are the name, gender, and date of birth. Any contact information as far as address and phone number will come from the parent screen when you're printing a contact report. Again, they can change the image to an avatar or use an actual picture of the child. And then they'll come to the child questions. Again, an asterisk marks a required question, and if there's no asterisk, it's not required, but they can answer it anyway. If they do try to skip a required question, they will get a warning that will let them know that something is required. Are they sure they want to continue? They can continue and come back. That's fine. There may be some information they have to look up. We're going to go ahead and say no and answer the question that we missed. If they do continue without answering that required question, when they get to the review and submit screen, it will stop them there and tell them you missed a question on this page. You have to go back and answer it. They can add as many children as they want to or as they need to in this screen, or they can save and go to step 3, which is emergency contacts. The first step is to give the relationship of the person filling out the form to this child. And do they live with this person? Is this person an emergency contact? And is this person authorized to pick up? They can then save and add next contact. They can add as many contacts as they want in here. They can also enter doctor or dentist information if you ask them to add that. For the emergency contacts, I'm going to skip all of the extra information. The one thing that MyProcare's registration form will not allow them to skip is the relationship to the child. They have to choose a relationship, and then you want them to choose the lives with emergency and pickup boxes that apply to them. Again, you want them to add as many pickup people or contact people as they can. That takes a little bit of work off of the center having to enter that information manually. While they can add as many emergency contacts as they want, they cannot designate somebody as a secondary payer. That is a step that the center will have to take once they've imported the account, and we'll look at that in just a moment. When they go to the review screen, they'll see a summary of the information that they've entered. If you have a school logo imported into ProCare, it will also show in the upper left corner next to your school address. Scrolling down, they'll see the answers to any questions that they gave and any emergency contacts with the relationship entered for the child. Once they click Submit, they'll get a screen that says that the center will review the information for approval and to please contact you if they have any questions about the process. Once the family submits the registration form, the center and the family both will get a summary email of the information, just showing the date submitted, what the center information and account information is, and some of the child information.